everyone, this is Jason. We're looking in algebra. We're going to talk about how to write a linear equation from the graph. Now these are pretty simple because all you're doing is identifying two things and then writing the equation. Let me show you how you do it and how you show your work to get full credit on these. So remember, we're writing this equation, y equals mx plus b. So I need to know m and I need to know what b is. Well, B is the easy part. That's the y-intercept. So to show work on this, basically all you're going to do is you're going to find the y-intercept and say that's where B is. That's all you got to do. So in this case, for this problem right here, B is -2. Make sure your signs are correct. If it's below the x-axis, it's negative. If it's above, it's positive. Now all you got to do is find one additional point. So we're going to find one additional point. Sometimes this is the hardest part of this whole thing. But I know there's a point right here. And what I'm looking for is what we call a lattice point. It's a point that goes right through that crosshair intersection. Like I wouldn't want to pick that point because I can't really tell what it is. I can make a guess, but I wouldn't be 100% sure. So I want to pick points like this. And it just need to pick one. You don't need to pick two. So once you pick one, then all you have to do is create a right triangle. So I'm drawing my right triangle just like this. And I'm going to identify my rise and my run, and I'm going to determine direction. So my rise to go from this point to this point is to go up 1. So my rise is 1. My run is 1, 2. So 2 steps. So that means my slope here is positive 1/2. Now, why is it positive? Because if I'm standing right here and I'm walking to the opposite, and it's always if I'm standing on the left and I walk to the opposite side, if I walk uphill, it's positive. If I walk downhill, it's negative. So this is positive 1/2. So then my equation is going to be y equals 1/2 x minus 2. Real simple. One more example, just so you can make sure I'm doing the right process. Again, we're going to identify B. So here, B is -2 again. And then I'm going to find one additional point on the graph. Again, it doesn't matter which direction you go, just find one point. I have a point here and I have a point here, so it doesn't matter which one I do, but the process stays the same. I'm going to take my pen and I'm going to draw a right triangle. And I'm going to count my rise and my run. Rise is up and down, run is left and right. So my rise to go from here to here is 2 steps. So that makes my rise 2. My run is 1, 2, 3. And again, if I'm a little person standing right there, when I go from left to right, don't walk uphill or downhill. If I walk downhill, that's negative. And so my equation is y equals -2/3 x minus 2. So I hope this helps you write those linear equations. If you still need help with these, please let me know through a teacher message and I'll send you some more resources.